Dr. Solak, if I might, I'd like to address the board on Ed 10 and share some history and some comments regarding approval of student transfer request.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to do that.
Sure.
Will you be coming back to the board after Dr. Gershman?
Yes.
I wanted to come up here so I can see the board. It's better from the standpoint of answering any questions. But I wanted to make some comments regarding the student transfer request, give some history. School choice has been a long-standing practice in the Armstrong School District. Being able to attend a school of choice at the elementary or secondary level has been a district policy with administrative guidelines since 1994. The student transfer policy, originally known as Policy 5112, was first implemented in 1994. The policy was amended in September of 2002 to permit one-time parent requests for a child to remain in the requested transfer school for the duration of that child's education. The requirement for an annual submission request was removed, and the parent request remains in effect until such time that the transfer is rescinded or revoked by the administration. The policy states that a parent may request a change in attendance area or school building assignment anytime upon written request to the superintendent. When the policy was amended in 2002, language was included to address a student's participation in sports as being ineligible for a period of 1 year immediately following the date of transfer. The ineligibility does not apply to a renewal transfer after 1 year, where a student who has extenuating circumstances due to a parent or guardian custody order issued by the courts. Policy 5112 was recodified in 2007 as Policy 252. In 2009, the policy was amended to permit transfer students to board a bus at a designated bus stop that travels regularly scheduled routes to the requested transfer school and does not exceed the capacity of the bus assigned to that route. In addition, a standard student transfer request form was created as part of the administrative guidelines. During the past 12 years in which I have reviewed student transfer requests from parents, I do not recall any administrative recommendation for approval by the board being denied. There have been cases where the administration, for various reasons such as academic or behavioral considerations, has not approved a transfer request at the administrative level. For example, principals have denied student transfer requests administratively due to a bubble year where principals anticipated high enrollments at a particular grade level and spacing was a concern. After reviewing the current student transfer requests and the reasons for parents who want their child or children to transfer to another school district, elementary or secondary school, the student transfer request should be approved. As an advocate for children and youth and in partnership with our families, I highly recommend that the board be consistent with previous actions and approve the student transfer request. When reviewing the student data, the student requests do not have a major impact on any one grade level. Enrollment numbers fluctuate monthly depending on such factors as students moving in and out of the school district or students who want to attend Lenape Technical School. With the current number of student transfer requests, 67 students distributed across the secondary schools will not have a great effect. If the numbers were double or triple, then this would be a problem. With regards to scheduling or staffing at Elderton Junior Senior High School, student scheduling or staffing will be addressed as it was in the past. The student transfers do not adversely affect the sending or receiving school. Whether there are 336 students or 269 students at Elderton Junior Senior High School, scheduling and staffing will be approximately the same. I have acknowledged that student scheduling may be difficult, but it will not be a major obstacle in which to overcome. Approximately the same number of staff will be hired in Elberton with or without transfers for grades 7 through 12. As Mr. Robb stated publicly recently, when we look at the numbers, they really aren't different than in the past. There are no major changes we would have to make to the scheduling process with these numbers. If Elberton attendance area parents are denied student transfers, then these students are being denied their school of choice for educational opportunities and continuity. Students who have a desire to stay at West Shamokin or Ford City have indicated that they have adjusted socially and educationally, want continuity of education, and desire additional course selections. Based on the written requests of parents, the administration highly recommends that the board approve Ed 10 student transfer request for 2010-2011. Thank you.
Comments by the board.
I just have a few. One, the gentleman who mentioned that when you look at the past, we haven't really ever denied a transfer. And then I think all of us at one point or another sit up here and we use this saying that, our decision or our thinking is driven because we're interested in what's best for the children. And I guess here's a really prime example of children speaking up and asking for us to approve their wishes. And so I guess if we sit up here and we use that saying that we're on this board to improve the educational value for our children and we want to do what's best for the children, then I would encourage all of you to not stand in the way and to approve all of the student transfer requests that have been submitted today and any future student transfers that might come in over the next several months. And I think voting no or denying the transfers, I would say for some of you, that would be very hypocritical. So I'm going to ask that all of you approve the student transfer request.
The deadline that we issued was Wednesday, March 17th. But as you know, they may trickle in over the next couple of months for all schools across the district, not necessarily just for, the Elberton attendance area.
If they want to rescind their, that's not a problem.
No, not at all. I just issued a letter last week where a parent and a child rescinded their request.
Any comments by other board members?